Hello everybody, JayborinoPlays here, welcome back. It's Hoof of Honor, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3, heading into Chapter 2, Cave of Horrors. This campaign on Hive Workshop was uploaded by Hyperactive. I believe that's also the author, though with older campaigns sometimes I don't know, because some of these older campaigns have been re-uploaded from other sites. But as far as I know, the author and uploader is Hyperactive. Here we go. Someone or something seems to disturb the dwellers of this cave, make them crazier than normal, and turn them against each other and all who enter their territory. And we're just walking right in. Alright. Oh, it's got a little door into the cave. Reach the end of the tunnel. Neparne must survive.
Yes, chieftain.
Okay, so we did get this moon rock. Wand Essence is just a passive thing. We still have double music. Even if I turn the music off, it's not like one stays and one goes. We might as well just use this all the time. Oh, cool. It's a decently long cooldown, but that's super solid. I'm very pleased with that item. Healing Salve. We'll obviously use that. Okay, there's not a different way to go, right? No. And as far as I know, I don't have anything to break mushrooms / trees. Even though, like, this looks primed to be broken in some way, doesn't it? It looks that maybe that'll break later. I don't know. Doesn't that just look like there would be something there? We'll worry about it later, I suppose. Let's go. An inscription. Come in if you dare, but of one thing you must be aware: only brave and wise can leave this place. This is certainly one of the dumbest things ever written. I'm going in. I just need to find a way to open this gate. That would work. And we're in. Bullshit. I mean, to you, it's just really just normal shit, right? Find the blue, red, and yellow keys. Unlock the gate. Okay. I assume we have to kill these things.
Honor guide me.
They all came they both came active at once. Maybe it was only supposed to be one at once. I don't know. So let's go Moonrock. These might be immune to magic. Yes, they appear to be. But we seem to be in pretty good shape. I think Magnetic Field is physical. Yeah, it is. It's physical damage. Of course, that one moved away. But that's alright. These aren't doing too much damage. And we've got the salves. And I'm, as I mentioned last time, I'm going to attempt to not have too good to use syndrome. I want to make sure that I am properly just using my consumables. I'm not going to hesitate, assuming that I can get the, the maximum use out of a salve, meaning a little over half my HP. I am going to conserve my mana because they're all pretty pricey in terms of items. I'm happy that I took the electric shock just because that passive damage I think is useful. And honestly, it's quite tempting to get level 2. It doesn't even double the damage to level 2, though. But again, it's just like, we're going to be struggling for mana unless we find some clarity potions or something. And the first map was very stingy on runes, mana runes. So I think we're going to be relying pretty heavily on...
For my ancestors.
Okay, that opened those two. Is this another one? No.
An excellent plan.
But yeah, the first mission
For my ancestors.
didn't really give you much. It was kind of stingy. Should we get right in the middle here? Boop them away. There we go. That's less mana than the drill, so I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I have salve, so I think I would rather conserve mana in the long run by not casting spells, and then I can salve a little bit to get my mana back. Oh, I use the Moonstone. Use the Moonstone every time. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's decent. These guys are pretty low on mana. Let's boop them away. Now this one's got more. Oh god, we've drawn several towards us. I think I've got to reset these. Oh, thank you. Let's hit him with one of these. Okay, well we killed the big one, and then we got a salve, and we'll get back in there. But yeah, I don't want to casually cast spells unless I know that there's some way to get my mana back.
For my ancestors.
And I'm currently salving, so I should probably wait for this to run its course. It's 40, isn't it 45 seconds? See, a better man than I would make cuts every time I used a salve and sat here out of combat. I kind of described this in Mission 1, though, how this is a campaign, as far as I can tell, it seems like this mission is similar to the first one. There's no macro. There might be some later, I don't know. But the concept is more like, again, like min-maxy RPG fetch quest. And it feels good to play, but I imagine it's not super thrilling to see. And I understand. I get it. But at the same time, I will be making judicial cuts here and there, so you know you're not sitting here for travel time. I'll try to cut out salves and stuff like that. We'll see. Tomes, more tomes. I like it. I love it. Hopefully this guy doesn't have enough mana to do anything. Just go ahead and stomp him. There's the blue key. Goes right into our inventory, so we're probably going to end up dropping these agility items and/or the salve eventually. Thank you. I like the tomes here. Pleased with these. And again, being judicial with where we cast our spells. Excellent. I can't justify this, but I think I will get. Honestly, I don't know. I'm ambivalent between both of these. I think we go drill because we can line up our targets and hit multiple things and maximize damage, whereas the other one is melee range only. It's probably bigger than melee range, but regardless, we're more likely to hit more stuff with the drill. And some, based on enemy hitboxes, things might get hit twice. So that's a big positive. We can drop the bracers to get whatever key is here, or we can just drop the keys on the ground in the middle here. Are these, I was going to say, yes, they are asleep. Okay, so we upgraded this, so we should be using that every time, because it's the same amount of mana as it was at level 1, but it's doing more damage than Magnetic Field. So unless we really need to get these things away from us, I think it makes no sense to not use the drill. Did that just... Maybe it raised that? Okay, so you know what? I'll just let them kill each other. I don't think anything... No one's going to benefit here if I get involved early. So let's just let them have at it. I think they're going to get it. What is this guy going to cast is my question. See? I got involved thinking this was the perfect time to do it, and naturally, the kobolds just run away, and these guys just instantly start trying to kill me. That blends in a little bit with the ground, but that's fine. Alright, it's time to drop our +1 agility. I guess we can always backtrack and pick it up later. Wildkin? It's up here. The sooner that I can get these, the better. Oh, that's right. I've got the moon thing. So let's do this. We can always salve after this as well.
Honor guide me.
Don't run away from me, you son of a bitch. Alright. Moonstone's already up. And then we got one more key. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to leave these on the ground. Then I can always pick up my +1 agility if I really want to min-max. And you know your boy does like his min-maxing. Another wildkin. That's fine. Let's kill this one like normal, then we'll salve. And on our way out, we can do some item management to get this, to get our ring just a little bit closer to the door so that we can pick up the last key. But just for the sake of making sure that we're not messing up any triggering, I'm going to keep these 2 keys in my inventory at all times until we pick up the 3rd one. And then hopefully they'll all disappear at the same time.
An excellent plan.
Alright, so there's this. Go ahead and salve yourself. Well, we might end up using the 3rd. We can just backtrack and get this. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's right around the corner. Not like the backtracking we were doing last mission, that's for sure. This map does look a lot smaller. Does look a lot smaller than the previous ones. The previous one that we played. Let's quick save. Okay, more jail keepers. This looks like a pretty contained room. I'm a little hesitant to just walk up there because I don't know if there are more enemies sitting up there. Indeed. And they curse us. So let's Moonstone and just use our abilities when they're up. Honestly, I think this Electric Shock is certainly paying for itself. Again, it's mana free, it's damage, It doesn't seem like it procs too much, but over time, I'd like to see some sort of counter for how much damage Electric Shock is output versus the amount of damage we're getting from our other abilities. I can go straight to drill level 3. So if we get level 3 drill, the next level is obviously Robotic Mastery. And then we can alternate these two. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Okay. Question is, are we capped at 5? Or we'll be able to keep going? We're going to find out.
Yes, chieftain.
Okay, so let's take this one out. Then we can salve. And then we can drop the keys. It looks like we just have to drop them on the little pedestals here. And all is well with the world. We'll open up our last inventory slot for the last key here momentarily. And I'm not at full mana, so I'm not wasting mana by just sitting here not casting spells. Granted, well, Moonstone's not up, but because of this curse, we can just use Moonstone and kill this guy a little bit faster with the Moonstone. Come on. One thing I will say on tactical missions is just don't use enemies with curse, you know? Freedom? What the hell? Thank you, my savior. For years I've been held in that damn box, and now I'm finally free to revenge upon my jailers. To seek revenge upon my jailers. And you are? I'm your new companion, Grudge. I owe my life, so I will repay you by protecting yours. Well, Grudge, welcome to the adventure. We need to find one more key, and then we can advance to the next chamber. I have the yellow key. Let's go. Lovely. Alright, what can you do? Here, how about you walk back and pick up our ring? Alright, so you've got... Sets up a trap at a target point. Once an enemy unit approaches it, the trap will activate, creating several spikes, dealing 60 damage to enemies around it. Okay. Battleseeker gets mad and starts attacking stronger, so that the damage he deals will splash, dealing 50 damage to... 50 damage? Lasts for 3 attacks. That's pretty solid.
I'm coming through.
And then Force Ball moves his weapon so fast that an energy ball is created. The ball will go straight until it hits an enemy unit, at which it will explode, damaging and slowing nearby enemies. 1 second slow. Fast ripple in the earth around the Battleseeker, damaging enemies that come near by 40, but empowers nearby allies with bonuses to attack speed. That's cool. I think maybe we stick with this Bad Temper and then Spike Trap. I like both of those. So let's move on up and drop our keys. Are you also strength? Yeah, they're both strength. I'm not thrilled with that.
I'm coming through. Move it.
Just have to walk up and it places them. I thought I'd have to drop them out of my inventory, but figured it was worth checking. Okay, let's go.
I'm coming through.
So let's try this. So if we spike trap it, so we can't really see it there that well, and then what we can do is kind of align ourselves and drop one of these big Ds. Hello, sirs? Sirs and madams of skeletons? Alright, trigger the spike trap. Did that do anything? Was that... I think that was Bad Temper, not the spikes. I think it's saying it'll activate several spikes around the enemy that triggers it, maybe? I'm honestly not sure. Let's just break this out. Break this down. Maybe I can't. For a hot second, I thought maybe that would kill me by doing that. Obviously, I can't get through there just yet, unless I'm doing something wrong. Just keep using Bad Temper. And okay, let's not get too aggressive with the spells, as for the reasons I've described earlier. So let's maybe chill out here. If we can auto attack, that's fine. What I do like is Bad Temper lasts a number of attacks, so I don't think you have to worry too much about. I don't think you have to worry too much about like a time. Like it lasts forever, at least until you attack 3 times. That's how it's described. We'll find out more. I also still have a salve. Let's lead with Neparne this time. Now we can throw down some of our spells. I probably shouldn't be spreading damage. I have salves. Oh, see, this guy's level flipping 10. Okay, Bad Temper it up. Gonna drill him. Level 10, hopefully he drops something, and then we can...
Wait till you see me in action.
And then we should be able to... Yeah, we can salve our main guy here. Stop it!
Brilliant.
Not our main guy, our secondary guy here.
Give me something to do. Aye. Put him away.
Okay, get in there.
What's next?
A Phoenix Orb.
Give me something to do.
Fires off a burning orb that will go towards and return to the caster while burning every unit touched for 20 damage each second for 10 seconds. Also increases all stats by 3.
Wait till you see
Huh.
me in action.
Okay, so let's just salve
Aye.
main guy.
Wait till you see me in action. Aye.
And let's wait for that to finish before we keep killing stuff. Obviously, I'd like to... Oh, no, I can't. I'm capped at 5, so there's not much point in killing extra stuff. There is a fountain here, so I didn't need to use that salve. It's a Fountain of Chaos, which
Brilliant.
may or may not...
Give me something to do.
I think Fountain of... It must just be a Fountain of Health. It must be. I mean, it's working.
Aye.
Okay, come on down here.
My ancestors.
I've got all these usable items. I gotta use this stuff. So, okay, so it's just the way that he's facing. And then it lights them on fire. That's neat. Again, we got two pretty interesting items. We have to remember to use them all. We could put all the usable items on one person, but I'd like to spread out the stats.
Aye. Brilliant.
Okay, again, did not need to kill that thing. So there was a lever down here. I don't think I actually hit it, though, so why don't we send you down here? That might break part of the pen or all of the pen.
For my ancestors.
Alright, we got it.
Wait till you
Let's
see
head on
me
over.
in
It's too bad we're not going to get our ultimates. I do like how this... It seems like it's full of interesting, unique items.
Put him away.
So there's interesting and unique spells on both of these heroes.
Wait till you see me in action.
But also, you can pick up usable items that do interesting things, too. So this thing, again, it's not targetable. You just use it, and it shoots out whichever direction he's facing. And for some reason, the power generator has a lot of HP. But that's fine. Okay, then we got buttons.
Wait till you see me in action.
Let's get in there. Let's quick save. Every section I should be quick saving. Sometimes I'll just have a brain fart and forget what these heroes do. You know how it goes. I see. That's fine. Let's clear out these areas before we do anything here.
Brilliant. I'm coming through.
See what this is, rather. No side quests. Just gotta reach the end of the tunnel. What was this other one? Forsaken Dungeon was finding the
Give me
keys.
something to do. Put him away. Move it.
Those aren't
Put him away.
attackable.
Move it.
So we gotta figure out ways to hit all the buttons at once or hit them in a combination that works, as far as I can tell.
I'm coming through. Move it.
Okay, so
Wait
you
till
stand
see me
here.
in action.
You probably just have to hit him in the right order. So, come down and hit this
My
one.
ancestors. Yes, chieftain.
Okay, that's fine. So come over and hit this one. We'd have had to flip either way. As I was going towards it, I'm like, it's going to erase the one that's right up from it, of course.
Aye.
All right, and we hit that. And then we bring him back down. And we head over to this one. We put him on the platform first. He's there.
My ancestors. Aye. Put him away.
There we go. The puzzle has been solved. Okay.
Give me something.
Now, I might have to hit the last two as well, or that just opened these gates.
Move it.
It did not. Oh, it did summon a bunch of enemies, though. So let's go Bad Temper. This is probably worth some spells. There we go. Lesser Infernal, but he's level 8. There we go. Get rid of that splash damage that these things do. This thing isn't casting any spells. Let's Moon Rocket and use Phoenix Orb. Gotta remember, I mean, I should be starting the engagement with these. They both have the same amount of strength, so their HP regen is the same.
Brilliant.
Resurrection Stone. I wonder if we get a free resurrection or something.
Brilliant.
Sort of doubtful. This must loop all the way up and around, or we're about to finish the map, which I also doubt. Level 9 Stormworm.
Brilliant. I'm coming through.
I'm gonna put a spike trap right by him.
I'm coming through. Put him away. Brilliant. I'm coming through. Aye.
And then trigger the spike trap.
I'm coming through.
See, he doesn't have a debuff, and he's asleep again, so I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. It's bad temper. Stun him a little bit, and then hopefully we can take this guy down. Oh, I thought he would do splash damage, but I guess not. Obviously, healing is going to be a long-term issue here. I just got to be using spell not ready yet. All right, that's fine. I don't want to use it anyway. Give me a rune or something. Pointless. See, is that? I think that's not related to the spike trap we put down. I don't think so. These are just boring kobolds. Did I skip any part of this? No. Maybe I can align this hit multiples with this. Well, it might. Oh, there we go. I was going to say it might just be broken. I think that's not the case, though. Nice. Okay, again, I'm constantly reviewing my mana situation. I don't need to be... If I don't need to use spells, I think it's better that I don't, just because we have no easy way to get our mana back. All right, so let's go through here. Here's going to walk through some tunnels. Some of them. Hey, look at this. We had just found this in the Spider Queen, or Return of the Dragon. I think it was the Spider Queen, and now we're seeing it again in a campaign from much later, like several. This was 2011. I think it was originally 2008, which was 5 years later than Spider Queen, where we first saw these tunnels. But this is the only other campaign that I've seen utilize this goofy. You know, they remove the actual visual asset to make it seem like you're underground, but you're not. It's neat.
Brilliant.
Okay, quick save. There's a lever to activate the bridge across this river, but it's on the other side. A bit to the northwest, there's a pack of murlocs. We can obtain a diving helmet from them. I'm about their size. So with it, I can swim across the river and activate the bridge. Grudge. Get the diving helmet, swim across the river, and activate the bridge. Splash. Interesting. I wonder if it's like a submap. Because that's the symbol that's typically used for submaps on the minimap, but it might not be. I don't know. I haven't checked to see if the number of missions total aligns or not somehow. Wow, that just instant killed them. Sorry, Moonshard, I wasted your cooldown. I think with this thing, it just doesn't show the hourglass timer around it to show when the cooldown is up or not, so if we want to use it, we just have to hope that it'll be up. Alright, let's... Oh, can't hit that.
Brilliant. Wait till you see me.
Hopefully we find some more salve. Very stingy with runes, that's for sure. Sludges are not scary, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack these like normal rather than use spells. Oh, of course they're going to hit this guy. Yeah, go ahead and use bad temper. Oh yeah, that's good. Now one more? Oh, I guess he used them all right away. Sludge flingers. There you go. What is that? Orb of Slow? Well, he's already got an air attack, so let's give it to Grudge. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need to hit the button, I think, to activate the bridge. And then the Murlocs might... Oh, no. That's where we're trying to get to, ultimately, right? Okay. Moonstone's up. What we can do is engage him with the fire. Don't think it hit him, unfortunately. Moonstone, get in there. I'll hit him with these spikes, but I think that's meant for AoE. I think this guy's worth a stun just to avoid damage, and it'll take him down that much faster. There's also a thing here. That is very nice. I honestly probably should have saved that.
What would you ask? Wait till you see me in action.
Okay, nice. It doesn't go back down. That's what I was afraid of.
Wait till you see me in action.
Okay, we'll go. Grudge, go on the thing. Oh, I see. It was at my level.
Brilliant.
2? No, they're level 6. This shouldn't be as bad. I would like to wait for my my cooldowns here. That's not up yet.
Wait till you see me in action.
That's probably worth a berserk, because I think this will hit both. I wonder if the AoE spreads the slowing effect. They don't seem to be getting slowed at all. Now they are. Okay. So it looks like Bad Temper, it negates the orb effect completely. Probably because it's its own orb effect. Nice. Ability 1 use on dummy unit, so I can get back the hero level info. Well, maybe it's... No, it's not a... It's just a tooltip used for something else completely, unfortunately. I thought we might actually get Endurance Aura. Not Endurance Aura, whatever that is. War Drums. No dice. But anyway, now we've got a Wildkin, and he's level 6. Decent HP, so we can use that to tank a boss or something. Some kind of, you know, bullshit unit later that we're gonna have to deal with. Best I can do, I guess, because we're kind of stuck, is send down a stun up here from Neparne. It does look like we're kind of close to the end, but I'm not opposed to thinking that there's probably a sub-map. I know we've got a bunch of Murlocs to kill, too. And here they are. You can stay back, because we don't have an easy way to heal you. Our heroes, on the other hand, can be healed quite quick. So I'm going to put down this... Okay, there it is. Yep, okay, he's an AoE god. Oh, okay. Let's go. Get in there, Wildkin. What do we have here? Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. We can put those on Grudge. And there's the diving helmet. Swim across the river. I don't need these things straight away. Again, I mean, I think I'm using my spells decently. I'm trying not to over-utilize them. With this, you can stay underwater for how long you wish. Hood of Cunning. Okay. Well, we're sending him over there alone, so let's maybe deck him out a bit. Hood of Cunning is agility and intelligence. A lot of agility items. I don't need those. If I did want more mana, though, it should probably be on my main guy. Okay, let's go. We could pick up the healing rune on the way out. Don't need that. See, oh, okay, so now we get 2 greater healing things in a row. Alright, so that's going to transfer us either over here or into a complete sub-map. So I think it's smart that, yeah, we give this guy, we give Grudge some of these better items. I mean, I can give him the Moonstone too, but I think that's unnecessary. Might be good to give him the Wand.
Wait till you see me in action.
Or maybe it's not a sub-map at all. It kind of looks like it will be, though. I'm going to assume it is, in retrospect. So let's, maybe... Well, let's just get over to the beacon, and then I think I'll give him, just for now, I'll give him the Wand Essence in exchange for the Bracers, just because, again, there's no point in not allowing him to have good items if he's over there by himself, and then when we raise the bridge, we can just switch the stuff back out. Actually, let's do it now. And the reason is that you two would just stay by the bridge, whereas you are just going to go over to the beacon, right? So you guys can stay here, so I don't have to make the trip back later. Assuming it even saves their positions, which I think usually when I play with sub-maps, it does save where they end up. So that's something. So I'll at least be a little closer to the bridge. Let's quick save, and let's give this a go. Yeah, it is. Okay, in order to activate the bridge so Neparne can pass, Grudge needs to swim the river first. Are we? We're underwater.
Brilliant.
It's so goofy.
I'm coming through.
This is so weird.
Death comes for you.
This water ain't very clean. Well, what are you gonna do? I like that Phoenix Fire. That's pretty... You see, this is why I gave him the Wand Essence, so that he could, regenerate a little bit faster. The problem is, he has no open item slot, so if I find something down here...
Brilliant. I'm coming through.
If I find something down here, what would I replace? Probably the gauntlets. Those are definitely replaceable. There's a couple things to explore, so we might as well look. Objectives are the same down here. Did they do something that stunned him? What happened there? Yeah, that's Bad Temper it. They must have... Do they have a bash chance? They must. Okay, good work. That cooldown's not up. Yeah, I think it was the best idea I've ever had in this game ever to give him the wand essence before coming down here. Because at this exact moment, I don't need that right away. We can always backtrack to it. At this exact moment, I'm like, well,
brilliant. Perfect. Get on.
Okay, let's give him the spikes. Go bad temper. No Phoenix Orb yet. They go down very fast. Now, when on our way out, we can pick up the restoration thing. Another wonderful decision by Jayborino. Obviously, the master of Warcraft 3. Crown of Kings, baby. Let's go.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
I'm coming through. Put him away. Brilliant.
I'm sorry, Gauntlets.
I'm coming through.
I should have just left you outside the submap.
coming
Hey, I can
through.
load my save and do it, but, like, nah, it's
Put
fine.
him away. Perfect.
It's fine.
Put him away.
Life goes on. A couple different ways to go here.
I'll run him through. Brilliant.
That's really interesting when it procs. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily proc the way you might expect. I'm gonna do this, and then give him the Phoenix Fire. It only hit one thing. Give him another Spike Trap. Splat.
Wait till you see me in action. Get on.
Okay, thanks for that.
I'm coming
Let's maybe
through.
drag you a little bit closer so we can utilize our AoE.
I'll run him through.
There we go. I almost definitely just run by all this stuff. I'm just sort of curious to see if anything drops. That's it. And at that point, what would I even get rid of, you know?
Get on.
Hood of Cunning? I don't need the... I mean, the Orb of Slow is...
I'm coming through.
I feel like you need an orb on every hero.
Perfect.
But, again, is it super necessary?
Death comes for you.
Alright, this is bad temper. Oh. Yes!
Get on.
That's a very, very, very strong ability. What you got for me? Consumable. Nothing.
Coming through.
Let's see what's in this little circle. Mana Stone. I like, but I don't need.
Coming through. Brilliant.
I like, but I don't need. I've been managing my mana pretty decently.
Put him away.
And it's not worth, I think, getting rid of a Hood of Cunning over.
Brilliant.
Or the
I'm coming through. Put him away.
regen that we're actively getting either. That would be a mistake.
Put him away.
Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, we're right here at the end. It's this. And I don't think there's anywhere that I didn't explore. Yeah, I think it looks good. You know, I had to leave behind that thing, and I can't drop the diving helmet. That's all right. +3. It's not the end of the world, and it's not worth reloading my save and replaying a whole thing over, in my opinion. Alrighty,
Till you see me in
that was relatively short,
Brilliant.
and he comes out at full
Put him
HP.
away. Perfect.
Wait, go back so I can get my
Brilliant. I'm coming through.
+3. There we go.
And
It's just that easy.
excellent.
All right, here, you can have this back.
Brilliant.
And I think we want to give him the Hood of Cunning, and we'll keep the Crown of Kings on Grudge. So they're pretty comparable now, but I have more intelligence on Neparne, who his abilities I think are much... Well, I mean, honestly, both are pretty good, but I like the Drill 9000X I think is the best option that we have right now. Nice, and then it just abruptly ends when we enter the cave, just like the last mission. I like this campaign. This is like... I mean, it was made 5 years later than Return of the Dragons, and I don't know when Shards of the Resistance was made, but it was made later than those as far as I know, and it's kind of like what I was saying at the end of those when I was playing them, which is you can have cool ideas, but you still need to have workable missions around them. And granted, these are not macro missions, I understand, but they are micro missions that are readable, enjoyable. The first mission was very slow, but for the most part, they're decently crafted, and they have cool heroes with interesting abilities. They have well-placed and interesting unique items. So typically you're being rewarded for exploring for the little bits that you are. And, you know, we're only 3 missions in out of, I think, 5 or 6. So I'm pleased with what I'm seeing in this campaign for sure, even though it does feel, really just the first mission specifically, felt a little unforgiving. But I like the second mission. Again, they're relatively simplistic, but you know what? When something's simple, but it's also good, that means it's elegant. That's the good way to look at it, rather than just being like, it's too simple, it's not complex enough. Not everything needs to have a million different mechanics. I like to see me some cool heroes with just some interesting abilities that we can experiment with sometimes. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.